I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be sharing my MyHeritage results. Um, Now these results are not too different from my Ancestry DNA results. If you want to know that video, you can check that out in my YouTube page. Just go to videos and you can check that video out. They gave me some different, some are pretty familiar, but to go down the line, they gave me in Africa, they gave me 89.1%, and Ancestry DNA gave me 91%. Out of that 89%, West Africa is 69.9%. Okay, so and out of that, they say I'm 44.6% Nigerian. That wasn't too surprising. Ancestry DNA gave me 46% Nigerian. The West Africa portion is different, but it's not that different. The only difference is, actually, I believe they shade the same areas for these, so I don't think this is too different from Ancestry DNA. It's just different percentages. West Africa, 13.2%, which covers from Mauritania, like this covers from Western Sahara all the way down to the tip of Angola. Okay, so what I can say about that is 13.2% out of West Africa is really just a different. So basically, this actually excludes Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Cameroon, and Chad, and Niger. They did not give me any Central African. So actually, Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, South Sudan, that's central. That right there is Central African. I didn't get any of that, so that's how I know that I don't have any Niger or Chad or anything like that. So if you take out Benin, Togo, Nigeria, and all that stuff, what you're really left with is Senegal, Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Ghana, Cameroon, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, and Republic of the Congo. 13.2% is really not a whole lot for such a huge stretch. So I don't know exactly what the West Africa is. They gave me 10.1% Sierra Leone, and when you get your results, when you scroll down, they actually give you kind of like a breakdown, like a summary or an explanation of what they have given you. So they say a lot of Sierra Leonean were involved in the slave trade, and it gives you kind of like a background of that. So you can see a little bit of Liberia, more Sierra Leone. It's not too surprising, but it's different. And they don't have, like, there's a lot of, now I'm pretty sure as their technology grows and increases and more, I've never actually seen, there's not a DNA test out there that actually has DNA from every single country in the world and can actually test their DNA against yours. No one has gotten to that technology yet. 23andMe and Ancestry DNA are kind of like the top two ones, but followed by MyHeritage and then maybe Family Tree DNA. They gave me 21.2% East Africa, which is actually a lot more. If I had this much East African on Ancestry DNA, it would have been categorized as Southeastern Bantu. And Ancestry DNA only gave me 2% of that, 2% Southeastern Bantu, which includes Kenya. And MyHeritage gives me 18.3%. So that's a pretty large chunk of East Africa. I was not expecting to have this much really Kenyan, which includes some Uganda. I don't think I doubt I have any Ugandan. And they also gave me Maasai. Maasai is a tribe, a famous tribe in I'll say southwestern Kenya and northern Tanzania. On to Europe. Now, the Europe was kind of a shock, but it made sense, but then it did not make sense. Okay. Um, they gave me 10% European, and out of that 10%, I have 10% Scandinavian. And if you don't know what Scandinavian is, Scandinavia is Norway, Denmark, and Sweden, and just a tad little pinch of Finland. But now Ancestry DNA gave me 8% Great Britain. But as if you do not know, hundreds of years ago, around somewhere around the 10th century, Scandinavia began to invade Britain, and so those who are English usually end up having Scandinavian ancestry. So that's not really a huge surprise there. It's just surprise. I'm just surprised that I have this much Scandinavian. And then the last thing is Central American, 0.9%. So I almost have a full percent of Central American, which is kind of, I don't know. It's different. It's different from it's just a tad little bit different. So what this is telling me is that if I have any Native American, it's not coming from the United States. It's coming from Central America, but this also actually includes Jamaica and some of the Caribbean nations, including Trinidad and Tobago. So those are my results. It's very different, a little bit different, but it makes sense because Ancestry DNA gave me 1 full percent of Native, and MyHeritage gives me almost 1% of Central American. So yeah, these are my results. I'm thinking that the Nigerian includes. I think the Nigerian includes Cameroon, Benin, and Benin. It doesn't really even include Togo. It just includes Benin. So, but yeah. So those are my MyHeritage DNA results. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think about my results in the comments section. So all right, I'll talk to you guys later.